Alright everybody, it's almost turkey season. So let's review this NAP Mantis 2 ground blind. Okay, so I've got it out of the bag. The first thing I see is two hubs. Okay, well obviously those got to be popped out. This has to be taken out of here, I know that. We got to do the same thing on this one. This yellow band is to just sort of hold this in place. Okay, so let's try to pop these hubs out. There's one. Alright, there's the second hub. That wasn't too bad. Basically you've got, this is sort of like the Shack Attack. You've got two hubs on your sides. Or rather one hub on each side. You don't really have a hub in the front, and you don't have a hub in the back. So I definitely like the shape of this blind. You know, as opposed to being just a square blind like most of them. I think this will help hide you, break up your outline a little bit when they're on this weird shape. That's why I like my Shack Attack. The question I have, is this big enough to bow hunt out of, even for one person? I can already tell you it's not a two-man blind. At least you're not going to have any room if you have two people in there. Maybe a person and a child, maybe. The back of the blind, you've got this long strap. Now there is a place to hook this black strap on the inside, over here. Alright, right there. That's where you hook the black strap. Okay. You're supposed to take this and attach it with Velcro on the back of this. There's some Velcro right here, a couple of tabs as you go down this. Okay. Let me get a close-up on this. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about your little Velcro strap. It goes around the pole. There's another one right here. And then you have two on this side. So let's get in there and see what kind of room we have. There's the big window on the right, the small window in the middle, and then my larger window on the left. Alright, let me see if I can shoot this pillow, and more importantly, let me make sure I can draw my bow without hitting my elbow on the back of the blind and having somewhere to put my arrow as I'm drawing it. So here's what I mean about the arrow. You know, when you draw your bow, your arrow's sticking way out there in front, so you've got to have somewhere for that arrow to go. Well, I can tell you already, this is not going to work unless you draw your bow sideways, because my cam is hitting the top of the blind. Son of a biscuit. Yep, my cam is going to hit the top of the blind. Right there. So, if you have the bow in your lap, you know, my bottom cam is resting on my chair. If I raise this up at all to draw, I've got about 5 inches and it hits the top of the blind the way this roof is angled. So, you would have to cant your bow yeah, there's really it's really virtually impossible to draw your bow in here without sticking your arrow out the window. You know, stuff like that really makes you wonder, do companies not test something when they design it? Did they not make a prototype of this, have somebody jump in here with a bow and realize you can't pull your damn arrow back? I don't think you could shoot out the side one. I honestly don't think you could shoot out the side window. Let me show you why. So there's the big windows on the side. Here's one of the rods right here, going right across here. When I'm at full draw, my limb, or the limb pocket area is like an inch from that pole. So the recoil of the bow would slam right into that pole. So this is basically what I'm talking about. This is the height of the back of the blind. Well, it peaks way up. It goes way up here in the front of the blind, and that's great. But back here in the back, it is so short that your cam hits the roof right about there. It's just not tall enough. Alright, so I'm going to show you the only way I can see to draw in this blind. Now my chair is at the very back of the blind, so that my elbow is pretty much touching. Okay, there's me trying to extend the bow out. No way. So obviously if you stuck the arrow out the window, but we don't want to do that. So if you draw the bow aimed up in the air completely sideways, you can draw the bow. Okay? Now, I cannot shoot through this window because there's a pole. I cannot shoot through the other big window because there is a pole. The only place I can even shoot out of this blind is the middle hole. Okay? And that, my friends, is not worth their $200. I hate giving out bad reviews, but NAP, come on. This is really discouraging, really disappointing. I had really high hopes for this blind, but the bottom line is it's just too small. It's just too small to bow hunt out of. It's a great blind. The pattern's great. I like the adjustable windows. I like the shape of it, but it's too small. You can't draw your bow out of this thing. You can't shoot out of the side holes or the side windows because the pole is right at the top of the window and you'd hit it with your limb of your bow. Really, the only shot you have out of this is the middle window. So for bow hunting, you guys, I hate to say it, don't buy this blind, period. You will not like it. You don't have room to hunt out of it. So anyway, there you go. Complete thumbs down on the Mantis 2 because there's just no room to hunt out of it. So that's it for this video. We've got some more videos coming this week, some hunting videos, some more reviews, and we're going to have our March contest. So watch for those, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on Dead X Bow Hunting.